friends, and welcome back to this online lecture series of CNC machines and automation. In the last lecture we discussed about the CNC machine, its slide and slide ways, and I hope you have studied about it. Today we are going to discuss again the construction based topic, which is CNC tools, correct? And in this tools there are variety of tools are available for the conventional machines also, but for the CNC machines these tools are completely different. Fine, because they are used for the high speed, they are used for the bigger MRR, higher MRR, so that are completely different. So what are the basic classification of the tools which are available in the market? That the first is on the basis of the setting up of cutting tool, means how these cutting tools are set up in the CNC machine. Fine, so the first classification is based on that. Then the second classification is the basis of cutting tool construction, that how your cutting tool is made. Fine, so these are two classification, and third one is on the basis of the cutting tool material, means what type of material is used for what type of cutting and why it is used, when it is used. So these all things will be discussed in the coming lecture. Fine, so first of all I'll discuss about the on the basis of the setting up of cutting tool, that how the cutting tool is set and then it is installed onto the machine. So in that, the first type is called preset tools. The tools which are set it up, means these are measured, that length and diameter of the tool is measured and then it has been inserted into the CNC machine. This is completely offline method, in which the tool is away from the machine, is set according to its diameter and length, then it is inserted into the machine. That's why it says that the setting up of tool in advance at a place far away from the machine tool or offline. As I said, it is not set thereby on the machine, it is set in the lab and then it is inserted onto the machine. In special holders is called known as preset tools. Preset tool for the lathe machine, preset tool for the drilling machine. It means the tool is set it up according to its diameter, according to its material, according to its length, according to its construction, according to its operation. Then this tool is to be fitted into the machine. Completely offline method of setting up. Then the second classification is based on qualified tools, tools which fits into a proper location. It means they are already preset, they are preset by the manufacturer only, like the drill bit that we have used at home, the drills we have used, the bit which is already qualified, which is already set by the manufacturer. You just have to fit into the machine, install into the machine, and you can use it. There's no need to set up the diameter, there's no need to set up the length of the tool. It is already set, that's why it is called preset qualified tools. Tools which fits into a proper location on the machine, where its cutting edge is accurately positioned within close limit. It means you need not to check out every time that what length is proper or diameter is proper. They are already fit, they are already ready to use tools, you can say, ready to use tools. Then the third one is semi-qualified tools. The preset tools is completely in control, manual control, that you have to check out each and every parameters of the tool. In qualified tools, need not to check any type of parameter of the tool, whether it's length, breadth, height, thickness, we don't worry about it. But in semi-qualified tools, they are in between, that it is not fully preset tools, they are not fully qualified tools, they are in between. It means there are some manual controls are provided to the tool so that you can change its length, breadth and height. Similarly, you can see in this image, see these tools which can be adjusted to the dimensions by using several adjustable buttons. So these are the adjustable buttons, so you can change its length, its height depending upon your operation. Fine, so the preset tools is completely manual. You can set up those tools. Qualified tools which are ready to use, and semi-qualified tools are in between. They are having small controls on the tool. Correct. So this is the first classification based on the setting up of the tool. Then there is a second classification based on the cutting tool construction, that how your tool is made. Fine. So first of all is the solid tools. Solid tools are those tools that your tool is completely made up of a single metal. Correct. Made of, for example, you can say high speed steel or high carbon steel. In these tools, your full tool, you can see in this image, like your drill tool, you can see in this image that this tool is made up of a single material. That's why it is called solid tools, correct? And it is not preferred because repetitive grinding is required. After some time your bit has been blunt, your tip has been blunt, then you need to change it or grind it. That is the major issue with the solid tools. Then we are having a brazed tools. So brazed tools are those tools in which the shank is made up of a metal, but the tip which is under the cutting, that is made up of a high profile material. For example, you can see this in this image onto your right lower end, that the shank is made up of one metal and this is your cutting tip. This is your tip from which the, or you can say the cutting nose from which you are cutting the material. This is made up of another material. So this could be your ceramic, this could be your inserted bit type, fine. So these are called the brazed tool because this tip is brazed onto the surface of the shank of the other metal, fine. That's why it is called the brazed tool. It is not preferred. Why? Because brazing takes the time and you need to set every time that whether it has brazed correctly or not, fine. So in that case, brazed tools are consume more time to set up. Then there's a third type, inserted bit. This is the largely used in the industry. It is very easy to fit the bit and then using is very easy. Installment is very easy. The tools which inserts of harder and special grade carbide or ceramic material. You can see this image. This is a tip is made up of a carbide or ceramic material. This is very costly. Your shank is different, but this is not brazed. So this is the difference between inserted bit and brazed type. Like your tip is brazed with the material, that's why it is called brazed tool. If your tip is joined with this by the means of nut or screws, then it is called inserted bit type. Sometimes there is a lock. Once you fit the bit, lock it down and you can use it for your operation. So it's a special kind of material is used. It is used when your carbide tip, when your tip is very costly as compared to your shank. So this kind of inserted bit tools used. Reduces the cost of tool because we need not to make whole tool with the similar metal. We do not make whole tool. We just made the tip which is under cutting. Then inserts can easily removed from the tool holder. As I told you, there are joined with the help of screws or with the help of the lock. So unlock it, you can change it very easily. So less time consumed. As I said, less time, changing time and cost of the machining are less in this case. So these are the various types of the inserted bits that you can see over here. These type of tools are used in the CNC nowadays. Your brazed tool or your solid tools are used in your conventional machines only. We do not use that kind of tools in the CNC, but inserted bit, yes, we use it. Then the third is on the basis of cutting tool material, means for what type of material your cutting tool is made of. So the first, which is very very common, which is used in very small industries, very local industries, that are high speed steel. These are very low cost, but they are having their own limitations, like it is hardness to be added to increase the hardness and wear resistance. See, this high speed steel is made up of tungsten, chromium, vanadium, cobalt and molybdenum. They are having different percentage. We are not going into that percentage kind of thing, but yes, it is made up of these kind of material. We are increasing the carbon into to increase the hardness and wear resistance into it. Clear? We increase that through the carbon content. Then the second is high carbon tool steel. Then this tool is comparatively much harder than your high speed steel, fine, but it is used for the low cutting speed and low temperatures. Carbon content, you can see it is varying. It is used for hand tools, hacksaw blade, milling cutter, twist drill, etc. So these kind of things we do not use on the CNC machine, but yes, for the conventional machine, for the low small scale industries or micro scale industries, these high carbon steel tool are used. Then cast alloys. Yes, this is the more harder than your carbon tools, high carbon steel tools. So it is a non-ferrous alloy. Non-ferrous alloy means in which the iron is not used for the manufacturing of this tool. In the previous two kinds, your high speed or high carbon steel, the major alloy is your ferrous, but in this case we do not use. These are made up of chromium and tungsten. We know that tungsten is harder material. So the cast alloys, so its hardness and toughness are higher at high temperature. As you can see that your high carbon steel, they are used for the low temperatures, but this, it is it can withstand the high temperatures and remain and sustaining its hardness and keeping its hardness and toughness. Then we are having a cemented carbide, very widely used in the industry, the carbides, and all are made up of bits. You can see in the image. It contains 5% carbon, 13% cobalt, and 81% tungsten. Although the smaller variation in the content is there. The tool setting time is reduced because it is used for the inserted bit. The carbides are of two types, the tungsten and titanium. It is more harder than your previous type, like your cast iron. Then there is a ceramics. Ceramics further, as we are moving up, the hardness of the tool is going to be increased. It can be used for higher cutting speeds, and your CNC is just for the higher cutting speeds and higher MRR, superior surface finish and greater machining flexibility. Even it can work in the dry condition. It doesn't require any kind of coolant. You can see in this, there's a ceramic tips on this side. See, there's a ceramic tip over here. Ceramic tips are here. These ceramic tips only required, and it is locked over here. Now next is your ceramics are aluminium oxides, boron carbide, silicon carbide. So these are types of your ceramics. So any kind of you can use. Then the boron nitride. Boron nitride is having just lesser than as compared to your diamond. It is just next only to diamond. It is very hard material, because if you are using the carbide, so to shape the carbide we need a material which is harder than the carbide. So this is the boron nitride. It is not used in the industry widely, but yes, it is used for the manufacturing of other tools. Correct, manufacturing of other tools. So it is hardness material next only to diamond. Higher wear resistance. They do not get worn out. Used for the machining hardened steel and high temperature alloy. Those kind of industries when your temperature is around 2000 to 3000 degrees centigrade and you want to cutting, so this boron nitride tool is used. And then next is, it is next to carbon, so the next one is diamond. That's a truing and dressing of grinding wheels. Diamonds we do not use in the industry because someone can steal it. So the diamonds are used for the shaping of the other tools, like your grinding wheel. The pattern on the grinding wheel is made up with the diamond. Fine. To manufacture the other tools, we use the diamonds. And the next is, which is harder than the diamond, that is Siala. That is a silicon nitride based material with aluminium and oxygen. So Siala stands for silicon, aluminium, oxygen and nitrogen. Fine. So it is made up of these things. It is the hardest material, man-made material. Otherwise the hardest material is diamond, which is natural, but this is the man-made. So you can see it is used for the aerospace alloys and gas turbine disc. So for those in which your close tolerances are required, the surface finish is much larger is required, and you want higher cutting speed. See, 200 to 300 meters. It is not mm. It is meters per minute. So in that case, you are using the Siala, which is silicon, aluminium, oxygen and nitrogen. So these are the tools which are used in the CNC machine. This is the comparison. Here, this is the comparison. You can see the very lesser is your diamond, then the nitrides, then the ceramics, then the cemented carbides, and last one is your high speed steels. This is comparison with respect to your CNC machines. Fine. If which type of tool is used in the CNC machine? Your high speed steel, as I told you, they are very less used in the CNC machine for the lower speeds only. But as you move up, you can see the boron nitride is commonly used, and ceramic is one of them. Ceramics and cemented carbide is also used very fine in the industry. So this is all about today's lecture, and if you wanted to see my other lecture, you must subscribe this channel, Tiny Step. I'll upload the other lectures onto this channel only. Thank you and take care.